Hello, good day there, my YouTube neighbor. This is David Richardson once again bringing you something of a value and advising you and asking you to consider setting yourself up a plan B. David Richardson is my name. For over 30 years, I've ran my own accounting company, offering all phases of accounting, and prior to that time, for about 10 years, I operated and conducted income tax preparation and income tax advice. For over 40 years, I've ran my tax company, and for over 30 years I've ran an accounting company offering all phases of accounting, including offering you mortgage services and management information systems and etc. But now I'm offering you an opportunity to take advantage of the phenomenon that is taking place in your life, and you may not realize it before it's too late to take advantage of it. That's to set yourself up a plan B, using money as a means to do so. Just set yourself up a plan B as a means to do so. Yes, your job is your plan A, but you need a plan B in order to even go along with the plan A that you now have. Your retirement is not going to be enough to sustain you in the future under the current guidelines that we're operating under. What am I talking about? Well, let's look at the definition of the tsunami. A tsunami is when the water exceeds, it goes out from the shores into the middle of the ocean, but at some point in time it comes back at a much faster rate than what it went out. And when it comes back, it overtakes and overshadows all those things that are close to the bank of the ocean. And that's what happened in many parts of the world, that where the tsunami washed away so many people. Those persons who had the wherewithal to head for the high ground were saved by the being on a higher ground than what the ones that was washed away were on lower grounds. And what that tsunami is, just a tsunami, and give you an idea of what this tsunami is all about. We are in a process of a tsunami. A couple of years ago, we changed administrators or presidents in this country, and the incoming president took on something that was happening. Persons were losing their homes, and all kinds of gas prices was up, and things were happening in the economy that had not happened before, up to the point where they were calling it a high recession and maybe a depression by many definitions. But that process is getting worse, and we were foretold by the president that it would get a little worse before it gets a little better. And right now it's going to get a little worse because gas prices are now going to hit $7 and $8 per gallon, and milk is going to be $5 a gallon, and other things are going to go up in price. But at the same time, the reserve note, or the dollar bill that we have, and this is a reserve note, you may not be able to see it, but it is a reserve note, and right across the top it says a Federal Reserve note, a Federal Reserve note. And a Federal Reserve note is just what it said. It's a note, but it doesn't have any backing anymore because President Nixon took the gold backing from behind the note that it was backed by. The note in your home is backed by the home itself. Yeah, you have a home that you're buying, but it's not your home until you completely pay for it, and meanwhile the person that you're buying it from is holding a note. Well, the home is backed by the note. Well, your dollar bill or the dollar bills that you have are not backed by anything, so you are just holding a Federal Reserve note, which really doesn't have any value because the Federal Reserve Bank itself is not a federal operation. The Federal Reserve Bank is just by Federal Reserve Bank in name because it's privately owned organization. And you can easily see that and just visit the Federal Reserve Bank and get the statistics from the bank itself. It's a privately owned organization, and it does not operate under any authority of anyone other than the investors and the stockholders of that operation. I'm not going to continue with that. I'm just trying to get you to see why it's so important for you to set yourself up a plan B, using gold and silver as a means, or money as a means to set your values up in your savings accounts up in a much higher amount that you would have if you kept the Federal Reserve note. The money in silver and gold presently is worth over $400 per ounce. A gold coin has more than an ounce of gold in it. Well, that being then, if gold is over $1,400 an ounce, your gold coin having more than an ounce of gold in it is more than $1,400. That's presently. And within the next 36 to 40 months, it's going to go up to at least $5,600 an ounce. That's the prediction of the economists. So your $1,400 is going to go to $5,600. Whereas it's a $100 bill gold piece. The worst scenario is that it came back down to $100. Well, your $100 bill presently is not worth $100, even though it has $100 written on the reserve note bill. So what we're recommending is that you see and set yourself up a plan B using gold and silver as a means to do so, and also by you setting yourself up a plan B using gold and silver, you're also setting yourself up a business. And as a business operation, all the expenses that you incur as a result of operating your gold business, you're going to treat as a business expense to reduce your tax liability, increasing your increase of your refund in a much greater amount than what you were predicted to have with the new tax bill that just recently signed. So we're recommending that you set yourself up a plan B. Go to www.gsgtcompletecopy.com. You'll see all that information right under the bottom of this presentation. Click on each one of those data. You'll see the www.gsgtcompletecopy.com. You'll see a means for you to leave your name, your email address, and your phone number for us to contact you if you need additional information. You'll also see the compensation plan. You'll see the owners of the company of themselves just explaining all you need to know about the company, and they are 3 billionaires. They are explaining to you why, and you should use the gold and silver process, what they are using to become the billionaires that they are. And these are billionaires. They are using and accumulating their wealth by using gold and silver. Sure, you can buy real estate with gold and silver. It takes less than it would be if you bought it with a reserve note, because a reserve note, they're asking you to put 30 years on the purchase of a property that it should not take you more than much less than half that time to buy using gold and silver. But if you use the Federal Reserve notes, it's going to take you longer because it's not backed by anything and it doesn't appreciate in value. It currently continually to decrease in value, but yet gold and silver is increasing in value. It doesn't take too much to figure that out. Why would I collect something that's decreasing in value when I can have something of a better, a dollar bill that's going to increase in value? $100 bill, the reserve note is going to decrease in value. The $100 gold piece is going to increase in value. It doesn't take, should not take you too long to figure that out. www.gsgtcompletecopy.com. Visit the website. Make sure you watch all of the videos on it. It doesn't take you but a few minutes to watch the videos. And there are literature that you can read. There's a means for you to contact the support staff, and they will be more than happy to give you whatever you need. There's a means where you can get information from the 3 founders of the company, and these are all, as again, 3 billionaires. Mike Mizak is on, and we know he's extremely wealthy because he sold over $1 billion worth of gold and silver in his lifetime, and he sells over $100 million worth on TV, and you see Mike Mizak on TV, I'm sure, if you watch TV and watch the sales process. I'm going to cut this short. I'm sure I've already taken up too much of your time. Make sure you go to the website, www.gsgtcompletecopy.com. Click on the join button and set yourself up a plan B. It won't cost you some $75. That's the least amount you can pay. But if you want to really become an executive of the company, then send $495 and you are now in business for yourself as an executive with gold and silver business. And it's a business. I want to thank you for watching. I pray you have a good day. Bye.